Hiya fishy folks, and happy Thursday to you. Today's video is going to be on male guppies. That's right folks, male guppies. And the question that I want to answer is, can you keep a fish tank full of only male guppies? No females, no other species. Why don't you guys go ahead and grab a snack and a beverage, and of course let me know down below in the comments what said snack and beverage are, and stand by. Alright fishy folks, so the question on hand is, can I keep a tank full of all male guppies? And the simple answer is yes. Now, there are some caveats. There are some things you have to do to ensure that the guppies don't kill each other. Now, these aren't cichlids. They're not going to tear each other's eyeballs out. But there can be some aggression. And just like some other species, some of the things you're going to want to do is make sure there's enough space. So I had an all-male guppy tank that was 10 gallons. It was way overstocked, and I fed the crap out of it. But I have an auto water change system and plenty of filtration. For the most part, anybody who's going to keep guppies, you know, just as a hobby, not as a business, probably isn't going to be able to maintain a tank, a 10-gallon, overstocked and heavily fed with no plants, and keep the water parameters good. So at a minimum, I would suggest a 20 high. The reason I say 20 high is guppies, while they swim typically in the middle, they do really swim through all three levels, high, medium, and low of the water. So I like the 20 high. I also like the footprint of the 20 high for the fish room, but that's a whole nother story. Also, just like most other species that you're going to keep a same-sex tank in, you're going to want to not necessarily overstock it, but keep it heavily stocked. I would say if you're going to have a 20 high, no less than 10 male guppies. But you could probably do 30 no problem, as long as you maintain your water parameters. Now, the question you guys might be asking yourself is, what about sight breaks? Do I need sight breaks? You don't actually need sight breaks, but some place for a guppy to hide, like a couple plants or a clump of Java moss, or, you know, a little SpongeBob submarine, anything like that would be fine. Now, most people that keep fish tanks in their home, not in a fish room for business, have decorations, so that's fine. Of course, with every guppy tank, I recommend live plants and a sponge filter. Now, here's the thing with filtration. If you have all male guppies, you will not ever have any babies. You will not have to worry about babies getting sucked up into an intake of a hang-on back filter or canister filter. So really, any filtration you have or you want for that tank is fine, as long as they're all male guppies. That's another question sometimes I get asked. What do I do with the babies that I've had? Don't get females and you won't ever have babies. Now, a couple of things about male guppies. You are going to want to overfeed them a little bit because they can get aggressive from hunger. You know, much like this guy right here, they love to eat. And so if you take away the only thing they have left for aggression, because, you know, they're only going to want to eat. I mean, they're going to want to, but they're not going to because they can't. You may see some strange behavior, especially at first, of two males chasing each other. Or a male chasing a specific other male, and that's just because he's got to get it out of his system, I guess. I don't know. Now, one more caveat to this is what works for me in my fish room. I don't have any scientific experience. I just have real-world experience in my fish room. Having an all-male guppy tank works no problem, as long as I did what I'm saying. I have a slightly overstocked tank. I have plenty of places for them to hide. In this particular tank, and which I'm going to show you in a little while, there's normally two box filters, or a box filter and a China filter stuck to the wall. And there's some Java moss in there, just because I have Java moss in every tank, because it sucks up the nitrates. So, alright, let's go take a look at the tank, and, you know, stand by, refill your snack and beverage if you have to, and we'll be right back. Alright, fishy folks, this is my all-male guppy tank. It's a 20 high. It's got the double box China filter and the single stick on the wall China filter. And actually, behind that is the new China filter I reviewed that I really love. It's the power head with the 3 sponge chambers. I really like it. It's doing a great job cleaning this tank. This tank has 3 huge, not huge, but probably 3.5, 4-inch albino chocolate bristlenose plecos, as well as a few babies. I wasn't trying to breed them, but things happen, if you know what I'm saying. So there's a couple of actually juveniles in there. There's some chala wood, shola wood, whatever you call it, and I think that's mesquite in the back. I was sent from Rock Lady, the Rock Lady, Third Planet Treasures, and then there's some Java moss, you know, just chilling in the back. So a 20 high as a minimum. Of course, you could go bigger. Now, as far as keeping other species in the tank, I would probably not keep other species, other female species in the tank, especially live bearers. That's just me. I've never done it. I can't tell you, does it work, does it not work? I'm just saying I probably wouldn't. I would probably keep an all-male guppy tank. Now, quite frankly, I think this tank looks fantastic. Of course, if it was a show tank, I'd clean it up a little bit and keep it a little neater, but overall, I think an all-male guppy tank is very nice to look at, especially if you have a low budget and small space. And I say low budget because you could buy, you know, really nice mutt guppies for this tank, no problem, and it would look great. You can see there are some guppies chasing each other, especially of the same species. The redgrass male guppies in here seem to be into each other, if you know what I'm saying. But it is what it is. They will chase each other for a little while. Just make sure they're fed heavily, and there's a place for them to hide if they need to. Now this tank has quite a few places to hide. The Java moss in the back, the wood. There's some caves which they probably wouldn't go into because the plecos would chase them out. And I think having an all-male guppy tank, like I said, is fantastic and looks great. Now, finding all-male guppies might be difficult, especially of quality. Of course, you can probably go to PetSmart and Petco and buy male guppies, but then you run the risk of disease and poor quality fish. So I do have a 5-pack of all-male mutt guppies on the website. If you're interested, check out michaelsfishroom.com. And I think that does it. Any questions about keeping an all-male guppy tank, certainly let me know down in the comments and I will do my best to answer them. And again, I just have to say, this isn't a scientific fact. This is just real-world experience that works for me. Have I had deaths of all-male guppy, of a male guppy in an all-male guppy tank? I don't really know. I don't think so, but it's possible. Guppies die sometimes from old age or what have you. So, all right, this little guy looks like he's deformed. I'm gonna cull him, give Chewy a snack, and call it a day. So, guys, hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Hiya, fishy. Hiya, fishy folks, and happy Thursday to you. Today's video is going to be about all male guppies. I mean, that is what it's going to be about, but that's not good. And why is it? Stand by. No. No. Hi, fishy folks, and happy Thursday to you. Today's video is going to be on all male guppies. That's right, folks. I get this question sometimes, and I've used it to sell guppies, quite frankly, but what if you don't want babies? Maybe I should, yeah. Fishy folks, and happy Thursday to you. Today's video is going to be about all male guppies. Now, I get the question sometimes, or I see it on Facebook, what do I do with the babies? Well, if you don't want babies, don't allow them to have them. Just have an all male guppy tank. So why don't you guys go ahead and grab a snack and a beverage, and let's go talk about all male guppies. Stand by. Communication from the boss. who literally is just 2 floors above us in bed sleeping still, because it's Monday morning, 6:25 a.m. Somebody once asked, when do I sleep, like in a video? You know, they commented, when do I sleep? I don't know, 4 or 5 hours a night, maybe, if I'm lucky. Okay, let's do this again. Hiya, fishy It's kind of dark, isn't it? That's better. But now then that light, yeah, I'm all jacked up. Hi, fishy folks, and happy Thursday to you. Today's video. Hi, fishy folks, and happy Thursday to you. Today's video is going to be on all male guppies, and can you keep them all together in a tank? Why don't you guys go ahead and grab a snack and a beverage and stand by to talk about guppies. Alright, fishy folks, so yeah, male guppies. Alright, fishy folks. So the question is, can you keep all male guppies together in one tank? And the answer is simply yes. Now I know some other species, cichlids and more aggressive species, the answer is no. And while male guppies can be a little, if there's females in the tank, typically they're much calmer if there's no females. Because, you know, the one thing they want to do in life is... And so without that female in the tank, they kind of just chill. That's dumb. Probably isn't gonna have the means. I'm gonna say that again. One more caveat of this. Caveat? Yeah. All right, fishy.